Welcome back. Now, health bosses have warned that the NHS in England is facing major disruption as a result of the hot weather, combined with a junior doctors' strike. BMA members walked out this morning for 3 days of action. Now, it's the third strike in the ongoing pay dispute and is expected to lead to the cancellation of multiple appointments. Joining me now, live in the studio, is junior doctor and former Miss England winner is Dr. Bhasha Mukherjee. Dr. Bhasha, thank you very, very much. Great to have you in the studio. Now, you're not on strike.
I'm not on strike in terms of I'm not going to work. I am going to be going to work, but
Right.
I do support the strike. For personal financial reasons, I am unable to strike.
OK, all right. And a lot of people will be quite concerned about the fact that the junior doctors are demanding still a 35% pay rise. I mean, that is, some people say, too much.
I mean, it's... If you look at the figures in terms of the steady decline in how much we were getting paid compared to inflation in 2008 compared to now, we're not asking for that much more. We've had a 26% decline, really, where other industries have had a pay rise, and we've not been given the same amount of pay rise at all to match up with inflation. So this isn't, I mean, from 26% to 35%, it's actually not even 10% rise that we're asking for.
OK, all right. You do get a rather good pension, though, don't you?
Pension is a really long way away, and the junior doctors, we're all struggling with our day-to-day life.
Would you be willing to take less of a pension contribution and more upfront pay?
Well, no, because
Right.
we have to think about the people who have been here before us. The doctors who were junior doctors 10 years ago were getting paid better than us and for the same pension rate, and they had better perks for... I mean, we're working with a struggling NHS, and as you know, after COVID, it's become really difficult, and with the cost of living, we've got much more adversity that we're facing, and we've paid more...
Just to say, is everyone not facing more adversity, though? You know, are a lot of people out there just in the real world struggling to pay for their weekly shop from Lidl, not
Is
facing...
everyone else not striking as well?
Well, not people whose job it is to save lives, maybe.
Well, we're doing our job as much as anybody else, and, you know, we have bills to pay as well. We've gone through really gruelling education, and, you know, it's an emotionally straining job, physically, mentally straining job, so our job demands a lot more.
You think your job is more important than other people's?
Well, isn't that what you're saying as well, that our job is to save lives? If it's important that we turn up to work, then it's important that we get paid to compensate us for our time.
What is the pay?
Well, the pay rise that we're asking for, and actually it's only fair that, you know, we get paid, you know, in comparison to other countries like Australia, America. We just want to be paid fairly. That's all we're asking for.
OK, just going to drill down on that. If you did get a 35% pay rise, what would your wage be?
Well, I haven't calculated it myself, but...
You know it would be enough?
Well, here's the thing. It's difficult to say this is enough and that's not enough. But I know that this...
It's impossible, by the
This
sounds
has
of it.
been a debate that's been ongoing, and we've been forced to strike and repeatedly strike because we feel that our voices are not being heard. We've only been offered a 5% increase where Scotland's offering 14%. I mean, at least match up to Scotland and England. I'm not saying 14% is enough either, but equally, I think what we're asking...
What are you on? What are you on now?
Me personally, I wouldn't like to disclose that.
OK, but if I was, with respect, if I was in intensive care at the moment and was potentially about to die and I didn't get the care as a result of that, and I asked the doctor who was striking what they were on now or what the pay rise that they were striking about would make them earn a year, I probably would expect an answer to that.
It's not about the actual number, it's more about the principle. It's the principle of valuing the doctors and their time, and valuing them in comparison to what the value of doctors was 10 years ago, and valuing us in comparison to other industries, but equally in the same way that we're the public sector and we are giving, you know, a much better service than many other parts of the world. And, you know, the quality of doctors in the UK is very good compared to many other parts of the world. and we're losing doctors as a result of not giving them the fair treatment, essentially, whether it's financially or otherwise.
OK, all right, look, thank you very, very much. It's been great to get your views on that. It's Dr Bhasha Mukherjee there, who is indeed a junior doctor